Welcome to the patch notes for Age of Empires 4 Season 10, and this is going to include our brand new DLC, Knights of Cross and Rose. Now, you haven't seen me on YouTube playing a whole lot of AoE4 recently, been playing a lot of other RTSs, and of course, raising my baby. But we are going to be digging in intensely with this new DLC as it comes out on April the 8th. I've got some early access right now to these new civs and this new patch. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel and head on over to Twitch. I might be streaming this new update right now, and you can pick this up for yourself on Steam. It's coming out on April the 8th. Two new civs and a lot to unpack. Let's see what's going on. We have our Season 10 update preview. Spring is officially here, and AoE4 is almost ready to blossom with a new ranked season. Updates bring in a fresh map pool, a bundle of balance changes, I'm excited to see those, along with the kickoff of ranked Season 10. Be on the lookout for the Clash of Champions mini event, along with a unique new map feature. Alongside this update, we'll be releasing the new DLC, Knights of Cross and Rose, across all platforms. Do I need to update my Xbox guide? Let me know down in the comments. Players can look forward to two new variant civs, the Knights Templar and the ever-capable House of Lancaster. We're going to dig more into these. I'll have civ overviews for both of these on the channel, so be on the lookout for those. I've either already posted them or I'll post them after I've uploaded this video. Additionally, the new DLC will contain some new historical battles if you're into some of the single-player content. Got some new maps, and then I'll link this down below. You can click these links and go pre-order or what have you. Okay, let's dig into it. I'm kind of curious, what boxes are you looking to have checked in these balance changes? I'll say for me, number one, I sure hope Pro Scouts has been changed. That's for me, probably top of my list. Let's see what we got going on. Knights of Cross and Rose, there you have it. The Knights Templar here on the left. We got House Lancaster here on the right. Actually, I think, yep, that's right. And I'm definitely going to mix that up and call them Lannister instead of Lancaster. So be ready for it. Get a counter going. We'll be launching our Season 10 update. We already said this. Variances for French and English. Okay, variants of the Knights Templar. Are they going to spell out the entire civ? It's not too bad. This is similar to their blog post, but I'll go with these in depth in the civ overview. So, feel free to go check that out. The Knights Templar are making their debut as a new variant civ for the French. Founded with the goal to protect pilgrims on their way to the Holy Land, the Templars became renowned for their financial sophistication and defensive fortresses in the Levant. We aim to highlight their cultural and military excellence through unique, highly flexible. And man, it is definitely highly flexible once you see these guys. They do not progress to the next stage with a landmark, but rather with the town center, kind of like OG Age of Empires. If you played AoE2, AoE3, but just like that. Allows you to select one of 3 commanderies per age. So you'll get to choose 3 different options in each age. And in fact, I've got the game popped open right now, so I'll go over and show you these guys. Just a quick sneak peek. So here is House, that's House Lancaster. Let's check out Knights Templar. You'll see, actually, if I expand this, you got basically each age you choose between these 3, and they have different bonuses for them. So you'll get to choose what you have from there, and a lot of description in here. We'll go in more in depth in the civ guide, but just wanted to give you a quick peek at that. Hopefully you're able to see that as I'm using new recording software with this new AMD graphics card. Yeah, so different age ups you get to choose from. They've got forgoes the French standard trade economy in favor of a pilgrimage trait. Instead of relying on traders for gold generation, they get the gold by sending pilgrims to sacred sites. So you want to hold these sacred sites, be fine the deli for those. In addition to this, they also reveal all sacred sites at the beginning of the game. So there you have it. They only scratch the surface at mini tricks. Yeah, absolutely. You really can't describe this. I just spent like an hour reading through the civ tech tree. It's a lot, but check it out. Knights Templar going to be coming. We got House of Lancaster. You can see their new archers. Check those out. They've got this volley, really good. Fearless combatants in the War of the Roses, the House of Lancaster established themselves as Europe's most dominant military force after winning the famous Battle of Agincourt against the French. The House of Lancaster variant Civ showcases their undeniable military capabilities while also providing a streamlined, intuitive gameplay experience. The House of Lancaster notorious prowess at range is well illustrated. So, of course, it's the English variant, not a big surprise. You got some special archers. They get the all-new Yeoman unit, replacing the longbow. Not only is it stronger and more mobile than your average archer, they can also rain down a volley shot with their synchronized shot upgrade, which you can see that coming down right now. There's the volley shot. You can have the best of both worlds, though, with the Earl Guard's unit. Your unique man-at-arm is called the Earl Guard. Has bulk and power you'd expect from a heavy infantry unit, but can also toss daggers. We got a few units in this new DLC where it's melee unit that can throw some melee damage from range, which is interesting. In addition to its powerful military units, the House of Lancaster gains several new traits that help players amass a veritable hoard of resources, such as they get resources from manors, wool industries. Trait grants people players free sheep when a town center is built. Manors are going to generate passive resources, and a whole lot more. So go check out my civilization guide for House Lancaster. But 2 new civs. Let me know down in the comments. Helps me out with the little traction on YouTube. Have you put a comment for the algorithm? Which civ are you most excited for? Is it going to be the Knights Templar, or is it going to be the House of Lancaster? Okay, let's keep moving on. Historical battles. Get a sip of water. In the Knights of Cross and Rose expansion, players can dive into 4 new single-player historical battles. So if you like some single-player stuff, maybe don't want the multiplayer action, that could be good for you. Unlike the more narrative-centric campaigns, these focus on key moments. By narrowing to a singular, larger-than-life battles, they're able to provide even rich history. So, as always, having some fun nods to history, as AoE4 always tries to do, the Age franchise always is doing. In contrast to previous game modes, players are scored and ranked based on their performance during each historical battle, rather than solely on their ability to secure a victory. Maybe some competitiveness there. Each battle is filled with secrets and traps for players to uncover, which can affect their final score. Might be trying to min-max that. I don't know, might have to check it out. Players can explore their intricacies of each map and use their discoveries to improve future playthroughs. Designed to be more than a one-time experience. They want to feel compelled to attempt them again. Okay, like that last half interests me. I'm not a big single player man. I don't really want to just play through just one historical battle. Not a big thing for me. But maybe, like, you know, trying to climb the leaderboard. There's different ways to play it and win. That could be interesting. So interesting. Season 10, our ranked season. It's time to flex your true strength. Clash of Champions is an opportunity to show you're excellent in all forms. This definitely sounds like the name of a Age of Empires mobile game. Whether it is your skills in archery or jousting on horseback, dominating the competition, get your rewards. So there you go. New rewards, as always. There you go. New portraits. You can get the hand. You can get the target. You can get the gears. There you have it. New arms. New cool shit. Let's keep going on. I wish they would announce that they've unlocked an Emperor's rank for like the top 100 or something. Would be so cool. Yet again, not doing that, sadly, but there's those ranks. Let me know what rank are you going to be hanging out with. I'm going to be in Conqueror, my friends. Certainly. I can't wait for all these noobs to buy the game so we can absolutely dominate and send GG Easy in the chat and get Reddit posts made about us. Map pool rotation. Feel confident introducing our new maps directly into the ranked map pool. Right to the ranked map pool. Yes, we'll test and prod. Test your mettle on the season's new terrain and unique mechanics. Okay, ranked map pool. We got Prairie's going to Carmel. King of the Hill. I don't know what any of these maps are, so reading these to you is pretty useless. Migration is in the ranked map pool? Sus. Okay. So, yeah, that's going to be interesting. Volcanic Islands and the teamed. Shadow Lake. Okay, we'll see the maps probably later on down here. Build Spotlight. Points of interest. New things. Ooh. Dynamic reward locations being added to several maps. They feature neutral map objectives that provide players with various reward types. Some may grant a consistent flow of resources, while others can uncover a relic. While it can be tempting to focus exclusively on capturing them, your opponents can capture them back to steal the benefits. So they have this kind of an AoE3 and many other RTSs, you know, controlling different points on the map. Be warned, the wolves of the wolf den are more dangerous than ever before. More important information can be found on the map, so we'll read more about this below, but there's points of interest on the maps. Gameplay. I like this because I like anything that encourages you to come out on the map to get some kind of advantage. I don't like it when you can just sit in your base on like a tiny square and win the game. I really dislike that, which is why I kind of am biased against things that give you passive resources in base. But points of interest on the map sounds kind of cool. Gameplay. Visual improvements. Reloading animations for crossbows and hand cannons have been improved. Horseman attack animations. Civ flags now gently ripple on the loading screens. Nice. Tech tree has some minor visual improvements. Okay, nothing huge there. Achievements. There you go. Some achievements if you're a bounty hunter in that regards. You can do all those things. AI updates. Not going to read through all those right now. You can check out these links if you're interested in playing against AI and reading against all of those. The Art of War has been renamed to Proving Grounds. Okay, so if you see that menu, good to know. And it includes historical battles and Art of War missions. Okay, you know, this will get my interest. Caster mode. What are we going to have? Caster mode army value now provides an accurate count of the resources a unit requires to train wood and olive oil. Nice. Unique Civ UI is now displayed in caster mode 4. Oh, finally. We got Vizier points. This only came out forever ago. Roos Bounty has been missing since launch. Absid, Golden Age, and the Joan of Arc experience. So, nice quality of life. Not confident needed to wait until a DLC drop, but whatever. Here it is. With new caster mode upgrades we've needed. Fixed a bug with the House of Wisdom. Construction progress would not display. Fixed a bug where unique Japanese technologies were not tracked. Sultan's elite tower outfits no longer count 3 units per elephant caster mode. Only 10 seasons late. I know, like, seriously. Better late than never. I mean, if it wasn't already obvious to you guys, like, caster mode is maintained by Capture Age, which is its own like entity, right? Separate from everything that goes with the like development of Age of Empires. They worked on Age of Mythology, etc. So I'm sure it was just a matter of like they didn't have the funds or want to pay, you know, to have them update the caster mode. And so for this DLC, they got the green light and brought them in and, you know, fixed this. That's my guess. I don't know. UX, UI, and menus. The set automatic drop off target ability will now appear on the Xbox Radial menu after Professional Scouts has been researched. Okay, set automatic drop off target. Oh, okay. So, so that means you can maybe set it to drop off at a mill, I think, is what that probably means. I don't know. Hopefully they kill Pro Scouts anyways. Update to ranked lobbies. In the pregame lobby for ranked matches, the opponents... they're addressing Q dodging. Opponents' displayed rank will be set to the unknown rank badge. It will no longer be possible to click on an opponent's profile in the pregame lobby, and both the player display and lobby chat will display the opponent's name as ranked opponent. So it might not affect you, but players at the very top of the ladder, they deal with issues where they get dodged all the time because you see the rank and then you like, nah, I'm not going to play that, and you close out. So this is to help hide that, so you don't know who you're playing until you're actually in the game. Now, my one thing I wonder is, I know AoE4 like matches like your in-game opponent, and I'm curious if it will match that, if AoE4 World will match that like while you're in the lobby stage. Like even like I use an overlay, right? Or if yeah, that would be if there's workarounds. I'd be very curious through their APIs, but who knows? General map changes. A new method to control the distribution fallback mechanic has been implemented on several maps to distribute minerals. Gaia, relics, I don't know what that means, but more fair maps, okay. A new type of gold mine, tiny, 1600 gold, is a feature across several maps. 12 maps to the map pool. Buckle up, here we go. We got some new maps. Atamaka. Sacred Site generation is more balanced between players. Oh, I'm sorry, there's a balance of a map. Hill and Dale markets push slightly away from the edge. Gold has been rebalanced. I like that. Gold has been rebalanced, distribute more fairly. They no longer spawn next to each other. Sacred sites. It's not the size of the gold mine, it's how you use it. Absolutely. High view. Sacred sites and markets were pushed closer to the middle of the map. Fewer dense woods. Abandoned outposts spawn across the map. Oh, that's the new point of interest. You gotta have abandoned outposts. Yeah, so that's gonna bring life to all these maps. These new like points of interest. It's gonna make it interesting. I'm kind of curious how I'll end up playing. Lakeside starting to change from gold to tiny. 1.6k gold. Tiny gold. Shoreline behind the player's base no longer has a chance to be blocked. Mega random land spawns more random features, more randomness. Markets may now spawn. Danube. Stone bridge replaced with a destructible wooden bridge. Oh, interesting. Upcoming free maps. Carmel. Scattered. There's Carmel and Sunken Lands. Has 2 free maps. Be introduced in one ranked map pool. That's fun. See Carmel right away. That's this one right here. Scattered gold shimmers beneath high mountain ridges, filled to the brim with wildlife, with gold scarcity threatening to diminish civilization progress. Nearby factions take the opportunity to seize as much as they can. Sunken lands. Berries and wildlife huddle into scattered sunken craters across rugged and open terrain. Climb out of your crater, embrace the sunken lands to fight over the riches held with the cradles of earth. So it sounds like this one's going to be in the ranked pool, and we'll have to go check that bad boy out. Looks interesting. Looks interesting. New map feature. Okay, here's these points of interest. So these are going to be out on the map, and you can either control them. These points of interest are unique capture points civs can engage with from the very start. Capturing point of interest will, with a single unit, will take a long time. Adding more. What I'm interested is like what these bonuses end up being, and like if there's gonna be a strategy of like early spearmen to get them, or early villager building barracks next to them, or a tower, or walling them in, or like I don't know. Like there's a lot of stuff that could possibly happen. Grand line of sight. Okay, probably not gonna be rushing that out, but cool. Controlling player can hire Ronin. Becomes available every 120 seconds. Becomes stronger as they advance. Costs 100 gold. Yeah, so maybe, you know, you just run your scout there and you just hire Ronin right away. Adding Ronin charges after 5 minutes game time. Okay, so all that, the theory crafting is gone. 5 minutes. Okay, can't do in the Dark Age. Okay. Player receives a trickle of resources. Like this, I could see perhaps being worth going after. Like grabbing that with an early, some early control. I don't know. Will it be like scouts fighting over this? Bunch of scouts? I don't know. Forgotten Ruin. Trolling player may garrison a villager to excavate. 60 gold per stone per minute. After 6 minutes, a relic is unearthed and the ruin is exhausted uninterrupted. What? Now this is cool. I like this a lot. So you can dig up a relic if you sit here for 6 minutes. Now that's a long time. If it's not in controlled territory. Now you do get stone while you excavate though. But you only put 1 villager in it. It's not like you can speed it up. This is a very interesting one. But then you still got to pick up the relic with the, a monk, I assume. So interesting, but I like it. That's the way, like, very unique. Really hats out to devs on that one. I like that. That's awesome. That's new. I wouldn't have thought of that. I love it. Wolf Den. I don't know if anyone remembers when the editor first came out. It was still, there was a map with I think mountain clearing. There was one with just like a 1 pass in the middle, and I made giant wolves, and I just spawned it with these giant wolves. Periodically spawns wolves up to a cap of 5 minutes in the game. It's capturing the wolf den is destroyable. This is really like the goblin nest from Battle for Middle Earth or something like that. There's a lot of games that have this type of mechanic. At 70% health, spawns 2 wolves out of raw desperation. Oh man. 30% health, starts burning 2 final wolves. It grants 150 gold to the attacker. This stops all future wolves. So pretty much you just want to kill it to get gold. You farm it for gold, I guess. Or maybe I don't know if they like aggro the nearby, like how much they aggro, like the distance, like the leash on them will be interesting to see. Yeah, I think it was Mountain Pass back in the day. Affected maps. Enlightened Horizon, Land Mega Random. So yeah, they added these to a bunch of maps. Adding points of interest to just a few to gauge your feedback. Okay, so they only put them on. They didn't put them on all of them. They're kind of seeing how they go. I'm excited about it. I hope it's a cool thing. I don't know. RNG is always a question. So like, which ones you get it? I guess where they spawn. You know, just another thing on the map to be balanced, right? So yeah, the wolves are definitely stronger. We know. Hedge mace. Wolves spawn at the entrance of each passage of the maze, and at the center. And forgotten ruins are spread out across the maze. I want to know when there's the forgotten ruins. Does that take, like, typically maps have a set number of relics? Is this adding an additional relic to the map? Or is it just like one of the usual maps is now, one of the usual relics is now inside this ruin? That's what I'm kind of interested in. General changes and bug fixes. Fix a bug where siege units became frozen when being commanded to turn while already turning. Balance and gameplay changes for all civs, and then we're going to have the civ specific come up. Villager repair rate on siege engines has been reduced. Okay, harder to keep those siege engines alive. Now, as we read through some of these, there might be a change where we see one way and then there'll be a change like the other, like later on. So, you know, wait to the end to make your judgment. Stone wall tower decreased. Okay, so they're trying to encourage people to make stone wall towers. You don't see these a whole lot. They're making them cheaper. I think they're kind of cool. I'm excited that, I think that's a cool little change there. Springald base damage has been reduced by 2. But the bonus damage versus infantry, so it's going to be stronger versus infantry and less strong against other things, I guess. Professional scouts. Okay, here we go. The change I wanted cost an additional 50 wood and 25 more gold. Okay, that's very small in my opinion, but okay. Movement speed penalty for scouts carcasses increased from 40% to 55%. So you have a better chance to catch them. I'm not sure. I'm not sure this is still gonna, like, it's still really good. Do you guys think this is enough to like bring the professional scout meta like down? I'm not certain. I feel like people will still go over it. It'll slow it down certainly. And you maybe have a better, like, I'd be very curious, like the play of this, like a horseman chasing one of these or something, like how that kind of, you know, oh, speed penalty, not movement. No, movement speed penalty. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, do you make it useless or do you make it really good? It's a change in the right direction. We'll see how it plays out. I imagine players will still be doing it, but we'll certainly see. Town centers can now see into stealth forests. Ooh, that's a nice little change there. Nice change. That'll be pretty big around in some of this, like high view or whatever. All civilizations start economy reduced by approximately 3 villagers. Wait. Oh, in Empire Wars. I was like, what? That is a massive change. Okay. In Empire Wars. I like it says approximately 3 villagers. Because I guess that's not the case for Or the Dragon. I was like, they removed 3 villagers. I was actually hoping you start with 3 more villagers would make me happy. Okay. Naval updates for all ships now have access to the following formations: line, column, and staggered. Okay, that's kind of cool. So you can do some naval formations. I'm gonna have to give water another try here. Okay, we got all the civ specifics. Let me know what change you're hoping to see, or if, you know, after you read it, are you satisfied? We'll find out. I don't think I have any like huge demands, but let's see what they do. Abyss's now have a Golden Age UI widget. That's nice. Current age in the progress. Okay, so just a nice quality of life thing there. Trader replaced with trade caravan. Rides a camel. Hell yeah. We got camel traders. Get some camels in the chat. Has camel unease aura. Love it. That's the debuff on enemy calves. So if you're messing around with the traders, they ain't gonna be messing with you. Health reduced though by 30 and speed increased. Ooh, they're speedy boys. We got some speedy camels out here racing. Nice. Resource per minute income reduced by 12% compared to a normal trader. Wait, hold on a second. So let's read this note. To compensate the increased speed, increases the flow of gold and the survivability of the traders. Okay. So we got some speedy traders, camel traders. I like it. No other change for Abbasid, but I think Abbasid are pretty damn good. And now they got some fun trade stuff here. It's all right. Cool. Abbasid. Byzantines. Byzantine Stonewall Tower mangonel emplacement damage reduced from 8 to 7. I guess if they did make it cheaper, yeah, the mangonel emplacements on those are pretty strong. Cistern no longer scales depending on the number of cisterns constructed. Oh, it's just a flat 125 cost. Let's see what else they did with it. That's pretty huge. Oil costs of all mercenaries available from neutral trade posts has been reduced. So they're trying to encourage you to use these neutral trade posts is what they're doing here. I feel. So all that's getting cheaper. And that's the only change. So this is I would say a nerf to Byzantines. Because the first cisterns were really cheap before. Now they're gonna be a whole lot more, like a starting one being 125. I am not doing the quick math right now, but at least those like early ones are gonna take, it's gonna take longer to get them. So that is gonna slow Byzantines down. They're pretty good. Yeah, Byzantine players, let me know what you think about that. Chinese, nested bees, nerfed, projectiles nerfed, granted from additional barrels, increased from 2 to 3. Thanks for the follow, Blaze. And if you've watched this far on YouTube, make sure you come over and follow on Twitch. And if you're on Twitch, go over to YouTube and hit sub. That's your public service announcement. Great Wall Gatehouse. So Chinese getting a little bit of a nerf here. They get additional barrels. The barrels upgrade down here though. Saria says, I think the overall the average cistern price is slightly reduced when you build all of them. Yeah, probably later, but yeah, early it's probably harder to get. Great Wall Gatehouse now adorned with 2 in place nested bees instead of its default weapon. Okay, so their landmark updated. Those are Chinese changes. Let's get into the Delhi Sultanate. Fishing boat. Base damage reduced. I never use this, but okay, whatever. Now does +1 damage versus ships. Okay. Oh, so they're trying to make it so they don't kill villagers, I guess. So they have bonus versus ships, I guess. Oh, it increases per age. Okay, yeah, you mess with those Imperial Delhi fishing ships, they're gonna fight back. No elephant changes, nothing else. That's it. Fishing changes for Delhi. Moving on. Holy Roman Empire. New unit in Imperial, the Black Rider. Where's my AoE3 fans yet? Man, oh man, can you tell that Forgotten Empires has been doing the balancing around here? This unit's an AoE3. Mounted gunpowder, heavy cav. Oh boy, wielding an arquebus with high range damage. Oh my lord. I have always thought HRE is sleeper OP, and now they're getting some really good units. Oh boy, watch out. They're gonna be digging out those relics, I can tell you that. Train at the archer range, can only train 5 per standing keeps. Okay, so only get 5, 8 with Elsbach Palace. So only a limited amount of them has the Caracal ability. Moves 10% faster and can fire while moving for 30 seconds. Cannot fire at targets directly behind. Okay, so the Black Rider, brand new unit, expensive, 300. Newcastle Age unit, the Cistercian churches. Each monastery acts as a drop-off building and inspires villagers in an area when a prelate garrisons inside. I'll read that again. So, in Castle Age, wait, Newcastle Age UT. As that's a tech, unique tech. Okay, that's what it is. Sorry, I thought I said unit tech. Okay, each monastery is drop-off point and inspires villagers. Okay, so you can basically put like prelate buildings all, kind of like having the Aachen Chapel all over the place, but radius is smaller than the Aachen. Prelates can be trained directly into hold like Delhi scholars. Works on Regnis Cathedral. Interesting. Okay, that really is going to change how that Civ plays. Burgrave infantry plus 50% increased charge damage. House of Swabia reduced 10% discount. Devoutness gather rate bonus from 10% to 5. Ooh, that's quite a nerf. Construction bonus unchanged. Okay, gather rate nerf there. I'm not sure how this shakes out. It feels like kind of a little bit of a rework of how this is going to play. Damage reduction reduced from 33% down to 25%. Elsbach Palace keep supports 8 riders instead of 5. Okay, a lot to unpack there with the HRE. Not a civ I play the most. I'd be kind of curious from our HRE fans in the chat. What do you think about those changes? Let's move on. Japanese, not much there. Bugs with the Yushiro, not increasing dock production speed. Bug causing stone tower, no longer construct. Or take longer to construct. Scouting Falcon for the Mongols, no longer path blocks charge attacks. I guess it was a bug. Fix with the issue with the improved elite army tactics not reflecting the intended effect. Now, yeah, small changes for all these. Ottoman stone wall towers are now correctly discounted if you get the extensive fortifications upgrade. Rus bounty requirements, tier 2 has been increased from 250 gold to 400 gold. That's a lot. In tier 3, bounty requirement has been increased from 750 gold to 1,000. So that's going to be a net nerf to the Rus. Okay, those are the main civs. Let's check out the variant civ changes. Following changes apply only to the variant civs. Variant civs share in many of the changes the parent civ. Okay. Oh. Many of the changes. So maybe, I don't know if they list it twice, but yeah, we'll see. Ayubids. Golden Age, we know that. The trader caravan, that we talked about that. Atabeg appearance updated to be distinct from the trade. Okay. Master Smiths now also grants Military Academy for free, in addition to previous effects. Industry Wing now also grants villagers faster construction speed in addition to the previous effects. Fix some issues with some gather raids. Fix the issue. Okay. Passive heal always shows dervishes. Okay, so some small changes to their age up options, some bug fixes. Nothing major there for Ayubids. You know, some of these things are a little cooler, but there you go, Ayubids. Or the Dragon, Palace of Swabia discount reduced by 10%. Okay, a nerf to the Or the Dragon. Man, I don't feel like we see that a whole lot, but there you have it. Or the Dragon going down in the stonks. Sushi's Legacy. Now has access to additional barrels tech in the Imperial Age, and then the nested beat changes we talked about from before. Whew. That's a lot of changes. Ongoing things. Aware of an issue allowing players to submit more than 15 quick match map vetoes. Okay. Memory Spanish are currently working on a fix. And that's basically it. What's on the horizon? So they're focusing their attention on supporting the season 10 and the new DLC when it goes live. With anything, I'm sure there'll be new bugs introduced with these new civs and stuff. So we'll have to see what they are and how they pan out. But that is going to be it, guys. Holy mackerel. A ton coming in Season 10. This is coming out for you on April the 8th. Again, I'm going to do civilization overviews for our 2 brand new civs. And you betcha I'll have some cast games. I'll have some build order guides. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you made it this far in the video, leave me a comment below. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and whoa.